Hey, all y'all J. Cole fans, RDC World, whoever is watching this, comfort them. I ain't said that. I ain't said
Shit,
that, all
you know.
right?
Welcome back to the Out of the Berg podcast. We're here another week giving you rich content. I got my boy Shamar, Chris. What's up?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, how y'all been?
Been cool.
I feel like that's the same response every episode, Same old, same old.
Yeah, honestly, me too. I was cutting grass early, debating like how should I answer this. Be like, oh, I had a good week. That's not, but I mean, like it wasn't a great week. It was cool. Like it was cool week.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, work. I'm starting to invest. Into cryptocurrency now, and I'm just trying to do little different things here and there. Also trying to figure out. Well, I've actually figured out a situation with my car, so I'm good now. Yeah, everything's been alright, and the eye appointment, different things. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But this week, man, oh man, Jermaine Cole dropped. We talked off air a little bit with Shamar. He hasn't heard the album yet. He's still waiting for certified lover boy to drop. Well, Chris, I want to know your thoughts on this first before I give my thoughts on Mr. Cole.
Okay, well, first initial reaction. First off, let me start. I've listened to this album several times, so I could, get a good grasp on it. Just doing different things, so I see if I like change whether I'm doing one thing or another. Like I listened to it twice while I was cutting the grass early, but I want to say overall I really do like this project. I really do. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but at the same time I felt pleasantly surprised. If that makes sense?
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, overall, I like it's J. Cole. You should expect like good quality, even if you don't necessarily enjoy it by your standards. You should know just by J. Cole standards, it's going to be like a superb quality, even if it's not necessarily to your taste.
So is that all you have? So just for now, should I give my thoughts?
Well, I have a few more thoughts, but I'm gonna let you get it off because I see your tongue titillating.
Yeah. This is what I want from J. Cole. This is the type of stuff I want from J. Cole. This is what I want. He hasn't done this in a long time. This is I want to be on some rap. I want to get like the intro, the 95 South.
That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song.
I heard Cam on that intro. Oh, am I supposed? Well, you don't. Sure, you don't. I don't think this is the thing you would.
I don't care.
When I heard Cameron on that intro, I knew this was gonna be special.
Yo, when I heard him, I was confused for a second. I was just like, "Is that Cameron?" Like I had to stop. I had to look it up real quick. I'm like, "Is that Cameron?" Haven't heard him in like a decade. It felt like.
Yeah, and if you know. I'm a hip hop nerd. As you see, I have an Outkast ATL shirt on. That 95 South track, he's rapping over the Jay-Z You Don't Know beat.
Yeah.
And put it together, Cameron was on Rockefeller. So it was like a nostalgic. So I was like, oh man, you doing this so far? Your rap fans are gonna love you for this. And then my favorite track on this, Applying Pressure.
See, that was the one that I want to say this correctly. I was disappointed, but not in the song, but because Logic wasn't on it. When I saw the song title and then his first line on there, I'm applying pressure. I was like, oh, Logic is on this. And then like I'm listening to the whole song, I'm like, oh, he's not on this.
That's something that Logic would have. That's something that sounds like a Logic.
It felt like a Logic type song.
Yeah. But I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
But that would have been dope if he had featured Logic. But that song is the hardest song on this whole album. That one is like, you want some rapidy rap, you know, that's the stuff I enjoy. So, I mean, overall, the project was just like, let me go through some of the Punch in the Clock, Pride is the Devil, 100 Mil, Let Go My Hand. Let Go My Hand, he actually talks about the situation with him and Puffy back in the day.
Yeah.
That was over Kendrick, the King of New York. He talked about that. I found that interesting. Close. There's no misses on this, yo.
No, not at all.
21 Savage did his thing on the I think it's My Life.
Yeah, it was him and Maury.
Yeah, Maury is really good. I need to get his stuff more. He's really good, especially with those hooks. Lil Baby.
I will say, when I was listening to that, I had just like right before I listened to the album, I heard the song that's actually becoming a meme right now, kind of. I can't think of what it's called, but it's with Lil Baby and Drake and Lil Baby. I can't think of what it's called.
I think I saw
Lil Baby snaps on it.
I think I saw a parody of that.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you.
Yeah,
the cartoon.
I forgot the name of the song, but I seen it. Yeah.
But it felt like in my mind when I heard him come on, I heard like J. Cole in my head be like, "Don't do me like you did Drake."
Cole held his own on this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think lyrically, this has to be. It's right up there with Friday Night Lights, Warm Up. Probably better than Forest Hill Drive, rapping wise, because Forest Hill Drive was very conceptual.
Yeah. I mean, well, to be fair, it's two different types of work.
Yeah, storytelling.
Yeah,
Forest Hill Drive is like his life story in a way.
Yeah.
But this is like, I want to just come for dudes' heads. Tell these
like last week you said KOD was like Kendrick's Damn. I would say this probably feels more like Kendrick's Damn.
You know what? That's a great point.
Yeah.
I think I say KOD's. I think it's because I think the reason why I said that is because coming off of Forest Hill Drive, J. Cole never did anything that was like experimental. I think KOD, he experimented.
Yeah.
With the production. Well, yeah, he did with the trap beats. Yeah. This one, he did that again. And Timbaland.
It didn't sound like he experimented. It sounded like he perfected them.
Yeah, like KOD, he experimented, but this he perfected it. Like, what's the track that Timbaland? The record that Timbaland did, Amari.
Oh yeah.
Man, Timbaland's still elite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. This is honestly, I always say this with our albums. I don't call them classics off rip. Give this some time. I'm gonna call this a classic. This has no misses. No, I've played this like 6-10 times.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is J. Cole got one right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it early. I'm pretty confident you can pin this down as a classic by J. Cole early.
And if this is if this is just a damn warm up for the fall off, Aubrey Graham, I think we have problems here. I love you, Kendrick. I don't know, man. J. Cole coming. Kendrick, don't disappoint me.
Bro, I was so upset when the TD drop wasn't a Kendrick album.
It was Isaiah. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cool song. I like the song, but I was so hyped for a Kendrick album.
I was too. Yeah. Certified Lover Boy, Kung Fu Kenny, you got a challenge right now. Whew. This is but
is Drake calling himself Certified Lover Boy, or is he?
No, that's just what Peter likes to call him.
Okay. I was just making sure. Like, I know that's the album name, but it's just like, is he actually going by that now?
When you put a heart on your head.
Yeah, I remember.
So you do all the extra. There's other things.
Peter's trying to find a new escape to call light-skinned people. So that's his escape for Drake.
I've been getting a lot of flack, Mr. Shamar. Actually, you're actually cool. You can actually take a joke. We have we have sensitive people. They know who they are.
I was about to say, to be fair, Drake does it to himself.
He doesn't do it to
That
himself.
heart in the head. Yeah,
Bro, that shit swaggy. Don't trip on Big Bro. That shit swaggy. I'm about to be waiting till the album drops. I'm getting one right here. Like I said last time.
Man, he brought y'all back. Light Skin Brothers, that's y'all dude. He gave y'all. Oh my God! But shout out to Damson Idris, Snowfall. Shout out to him. I had to just do that. But but Shamar, check that J. Cole album out.
For sure.
I don't think you'd be disappointed. But speaking of certified lover boy, Arbery Graham, he received Artist of the Decade by Billboard. Thoughts, Mr. Shamar?
Is there wrong? Are they wrong? No. But I think that's more based off, I would say, it's probably closer than what people would expect. Just if you just take J. Cole and Kendrick and you put them up there, it's a lot closer. But the only reason why I feel like Drake really came through with it is based off he put out more albums than they did.
Yeah.
And when it comes to it, it's like if you have more of a catalog for people to listen to in this decade, well, clearly, you're putting yourself a little bit above ahead of everybody else.
That's facts. This is well deserved by Mr. Arbery Graham. I'll tell you this: when I say things about Drake all the time, but I'll tell you the one time that I thought this dude was gangster. When Meek Mill called him out and said he had a writer, I thought Drake was. Because in hip hop, when somebody calls you a call out like that, it could be over. I love Ja Rule, but when people call you out like that, it could be over. Meek Mill out here tweeting, Drake puts two diss records out. And Meek is turned into a meme. He turned the man into a meme, and Meek dropped one of the weakest diss records I've ever heard in my life. And Back to Back was a monster.
Yeah, it was.
I can't even put when I heard Back to Back the first time, I was like, this is not Drake. This can't be Drake. This can't be Drake because it was so hard. And for a guy from Philly, I love Meek because I like Meek. I don't want to be like I'm trashing Meek. But from a guy that's from Philly, whose name is Ramik, to lose to a guy called Arbery Graham from Canada just looks so bad. It was a smoke. I can't even I lost respect for Meek. He dropped championships and his other albums, wins and losses, and I rock with it. I still rock with Meek. He's still my brother and whatever. But at the time, Drake took the dub he took the dub. He got and that was the time I really respected Drake. You know what I'm saying? So I think that moment alone and that victory and adding all those hits, the album sales, and Billboard, they look at hits.
Exactly.
Who else you gonna put over? I love Kendrick. I love J. Cole. They're not messing with this dude when it comes to hits. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But when it comes to hits,
right. Yeah, and again, I think I said it last week, but I know we joke about Drake on here all the time, but sheer volume of work alone, and you take all his hits together, he definitely has more than Kendrick, and he definitely has more than J. Cole. And it's just pure volume, and it's good stuff. It's quality stuff. You can't you can say, well, he puts out so much music, he's bound to make it like a lot. Well, yeah, but that's what he's doing. He's doing it well. He knows what he's doing. It's working for him, and it makes sense that he's getting this award because who else? From 2010 to 2020, who was everybody truly obsessed with? It was Drake worldwide. It makes sense.
And to keep it real with you, when he first came out, he was miles ahead of J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah,
miles ahead. He came into the decade hot.
Yeah,
in 2010, J. Cole was still trying to get his mixtapes off. Nobody knew Kendrick.
Yeah, no, I was still listening to mixtapes on datpiff.com or something like that.
Truly, Cole was 2011 when he got his thing to rise, and then Kendrick 2012. When Good Kid, Mad City popped.
Yeah.
But Drake been hot.
Well, maybe Section 80 kind of. He was on the rise.
Yeah, because he was on Drake's album, right? He was on Take Care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, from there. But if I'm looking at if it's the year 2011, Drake.
Oh, you saying when he's like truly in the mainstream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm looking 2011. Drake's here. Cole is like right here, and K-Dot's just kind of like this on a mainstream level.
Yeah, cause I remember like literally after Good Kid, Mad City came out, it went from like 10 kids in my school knew Kendrick to like all of them.
Yeah. So, I mean, well deserved, Drake. You deserve this award. But speaking of our other legends, hip hop legends, Jay-Z and LL Cool J made the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well deserved. I would say this to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You should have put LL Cool J in there a long time ago. I don't know why y'all waited this long.
Yeah. And so I didn't know they could put people who were still active into the Hall of Fame though.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't know that.
They put Biggie in. They put Biggie in like I think 2 years ago. I think Tupac's in there too. They put Tupac in there and NWA like.
No, when I say active, I mean like Jay-Z still rapping out here. He just did that project with Jay Electronica. Was that last year?
Yeah, that double
or a year before last.
Yeah. No, it's 2020. He was top of 2020.
Yeah, right
before the madness. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how they do it, but congrats to Jay-Z because we know.
Yeah,
we being real. If we talking hip hop, I do think he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah,
of rap. LL Cool J too.
For sure.
He's also a GOAT in hip hop. I honestly don't think he gets his just due.
And it's because people see him as like an actor more these days.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, it's valid because like that's all our generation really sees, except for like, and the only song people know is probably like "Mama's Gonna Knock You Out" or something.
They might not, Chris. To keep it real with you, they might not even know that. They'll probably.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying that because I think that was on Kangaroo Jack. So
yeah. LL, he created the term GOAT. People don't know that.
I didn't know that.
He created that term. No one was saying GOAT before him. He created that term. So shout out to Jay, shout out to LL, y'all legends. But yeah, let's go to some toxicity.
Toxicity.
Because we bigged up the legends. Speaking of a rapper that I don't know if you can call him a legend, somewhat of I don't know. He had one hit wonder at one point. Joe Budden fires Rory and Mal from the Joe Budden Podcast Live. Now, what were your thoughts on this, fellas?
Well, I didn't watch like the whole podcast, but I saw like literally where he's like going on his rant to where like after he fires them and then like he's saying he's like threatening to like sue them and stuff. So just from my little take there, his regardless of whether they were going to be fired like before like afterwards or not, like his ego is wild. His ego is wild. His ego is incredible. I'm just like, bro, like even if you had this dispute, you had to do it on the show. That's crazy. Like you couldn't wait. Like you couldn't talk about this afterwards or nothing. Y'all couldn't just stop. Be like, hold up, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be right back. Nothing. You just straight up you're fired. Get out of here. You can never come back. Like what is this?
Yeah,
like some 5-year-old throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, I'll let Shamar go because I know this Joe Budden thing. Shamar, you go.
So before I talk, were they on the podcast? Because I didn't listen to it. All I really listened to was like the breakfast.
They weren't on. They weren't on.
They weren't on that week.
He was talking let me tell you how bad it was. He was talking to empty chairs.
Oh.
So but they weren't on the podcast. I know they had a dispute like a month ago.
Yeah, they weren't on the podcast. He was basically yelling at them and then doing this. Hey, you, this guy. Hey, Rory. He was like yelling at.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was literally yelling at empty chairs.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking hilarious if you ask me. But from what I
just heard audio of it.
There's a video. After we're done with this, I'll show you the video. It's crazy.
Yeah. But from what I've like got from the Breakfast Club, like when they talked about it, I mean, Rory's the white one, right?
Yeah, Rory's the white dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one like when this all started, he was talking about he was gonna fight Joe and all that other shit. Like, one, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because in reality, nobody would know who either. Like, maybe some people probably know, but I did not know about them until like I listened to a couple episodes of the Budden podcast. So then, but like basically, they were either it was both of them, or at least Roy for sure was like talking that talk as if like he was the one that was bringing the money to the podcast. Like, nah, my guy, you are a bench woman in this case. So you're just there to give somebody to talk to. Like you don't bring any substance to this podcast. Even when they had when Joe had the two replacement dudes, like people were saying like it just seems a lot better. Like you get different substance with them than you get with Roy and Maul. Mm-hmm. But you can't talk that talk as if like you're the main player of the podcast when you clearly aren't. Like you're the sidekick. You're not even a sidekick. I don't know what you are in the scene, but you're not even the sidekick. Like at least the sidekick got some good like saying it. Like you're a civilian that just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. If this is a superhero.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, and hold on. So like all this start because of academics?
No,
maybe.
No.
Shout out to Act.
No, it's not academics has a personal issue with Rory and Mal.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with Joe Budden necessarily. That's just a separate. But he gets tied into this because he's a petty ass dude.
Gotcha.
I love it.
Petty. But I'll give my thoughts on this whole situation. So Shamar, you said that he's a sidekick in this. Like
he's not even a sidekick. He's a damsel in distress.
I'll just say this, and us three were a podcast for including Gerard and everything.
Yeah, Avery.
Podcasting is a business, right? The issue that Rory and Joe have is they're beefing over the business. Now, let me start my issues with Joe Budden before I go to Rory. My issue with Joe Budden is when there's an issue business-wise, you don't go out public and spew all of that. Especially if there's a friendship. There's a friendship involved in this. You don't spew that out. Because that's public record. You fired your friend on air. Imagine if I we blow up, we get money, and then business goes wrong. I'll come on here and I fire the three of you.
I'll take my money and money.
How can we repair that?
You can't.
And the reunion would be real awkward.
and my issue with Joe Budden really comes from the fact that you've come at Spotify, you've come at Charlemagne, you've come at Rosenberg, you've come at academics, you come at Complex, you come at Revolt. You always have a problem business-wise with somebody. And you never, ever are accountable. If you do a podcast with your mans, right, you got to make sure they good. You got and the fault of Rory is that before you did this with Joe, because Joe Budden was talking about auditing, they wanted to audit the books, they wanted to do this and make sure. Rory, I don't know how much you put in on the Joe Budden podcast business-wise, but before you do business or before you sign a contract, make sure everything is good. Make sure you know what you're into, because this dude Joe Budden, who comes out to criticize businesses, all of a sudden tells you it's business. and then you feel away because you're like, well, it's business. Let me know what's going on with my contract. Joe Budden, Weren't you the same dude that signed the Def Jam and was upset with your contract? You see what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So Joe Budden, Rory, all of them, Mal, don't make this public because you've given guys like me and so many people to call you out, even academics. This is ridiculous. Joe Budden, you are foul for this. Mal and Rory, I don't know if I feel bad for you because at the end of the day, you got to know Joe Budden's record with people. And I remember they talked to Charlemagne, and Charlemagne literally told them, Joe Budden will fuck this up for you.
He has said that quite a few times.
I don't have a side on this. I just feel like, man, when you're doing business, make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's just messed up. Everything's messed up.
But counterpoint, not to really like the same thing, not the biggest side, but when I was speaking about like when they first got into a little spat to begin with, like Rory was on the podcast saying to Joe's face, like, let's fight, like I want to fight you.
Yeah.
Type stuff. And eventually, like, we're all friends here, but like we know better. Like as friends, like we wouldn't do anything like that. No. Even if we're joking around, like we wouldn't do it on the podcast right now. But like I'm pretty sure Rory was serious about what he was talking that talk too. Yeah. So it's like that right there, like clearly you don't have respect for the business that you work at. That you're saying, oh, I want to fight you on air. Like, no. Save for after the podcast. And if you're really about it, then you fight them.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. It's like, so clearly, like, yeah, you're right. That you should definitely know what you're getting into when you're going into business with people. But at the same time, you also, even if they're doing you dirty, you still have to remain professional and do what you got to do.
Exactly.
And not say stuff like that, like, oh, I want to fight you. Like, let's go throw hands right now. It's like, no, that's not professional at all. It makes good content. Like, you promise you got a lot of views and clicks on it. But at the same time, you kind of already you put like already a big wedge in the business relationship saying like, well, why are you talking to me that type of way on podcasts? Like, who are you to talk to me like that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Rory, listen, man, I don't know what made him think that saying that was smart, but not defending him. I really think it's pent up frustration because you got to deal with Joe Budden. And as you've seen, you don't know what you get from Joe Budden because they came on air before they did this whole firing thing. They were on air talking about their issues and saying what. And if you look at how Joe Budden was talking to them, you would think that they're just employees and they're not part of it equity wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know their contracts. I don't know the business. But if we three did a thing, right? And my man tells me whatever, Joe Budden literally told Mal this is none of your business. And I'm doing business with you. You don't feel like, word?
Yeah, so I guess we're not doing business then.
Right.
And you said that, like, you literally are making this public, like, I think Joe Budden, bro, he just needs his ego just needs to be checked because it's every way he goes, bro. Like he did the thing with Rosenberg, his career, boom. Then he decides to go to media. He tried to do the thing with Rosenberg and another girl called Melissa. He fires Rosenberg, fires the girl Melissa, gets Rory Amal to replace. Now look at where they at. Who was at Complex. Found his way out of that situation, talked crap about Complex and that they were this and that. They replaced him. They were fine. Goes to Revolt. Has a TV show there, A State of Emergency. That falls apart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's getting a reputation about. Well, I guess he probably has.
And every time, you never really like. I get it. Like, business is business. Shoot, I forgot to say Spotify. He called out Spotify.
Yeah.
Wow, he was under contract with Spotify.
Yeah.
This is a chain of stuff. It's like you're gonna really. I don't know what his financials is like, but he's putting himself in a position where it's like, bro, nobody's gonna rock with you no more. Even if you are right about Mal and Rory, people are looking at like, look at how you're treating your own friends.
Yeah, because it's if not already, he clearly has a reputation for it, or at least gaining a reputation for it.
Yeah, so
because you're right. Like I did know about at least a few of those previous like things he did, and then you added a few more that I wasn't even aware of. So it's just like he just has a reputation of not getting along with people he's working with.
Yeah. So
doesn't play well with others.
So I don't know where this is going from here. I hope Rory and Mal can figure out this because I'm not on their side with this because I'm always like, you know this dude, like,
Yeah.
like you should have known what you're getting into with this dude.
Yeah, they should have read their contracts too.
Like I
probably
said,
wasn't a contract if we're being honest.
Probably.
They're probably like, oh, we're all friends. Like we'll be straight.
Yeah.
Whenever you do business with somebody, know what you're getting into because it's fair to say you want to audit the books, but if I'm gonna do it and I sign you to a contract and you want to audit my books, privately, I'll try to figure that out. I won't air it out for the public to hear, but privately I'll try to fix that so nobody knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope they figure that out. Enough on the toxic. Because Joe Biden, man, and I'm not trying to like tag along with this, but yeah, for your people, Joe Biden making y'all look bad. Y'all know what I'm talking about. On to Connor, highest paid athlete.
Yeah, makes sense. Honestly, I mean, like, kind of like what we were talking about last week with like the new form of entertainment.
Yeah,
and he's like prime example of that type of entertainment. He makes a narrative, whether there's anything prior or not. He's just gonna be like his own personality. He's just a very explosive, flamboyant person who's just gonna draw attention. Even if he loses, it doesn't make a difference. He drew that crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was a little shocked, but I think a lot of the money comes from the liquor thing and the way I think he negotiated his fights with what's the dude's name? Head of UFC, Dana White. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you're looking at the fight culture, he's not one of the popular ones, but he hasn't been a real top fighter.
No, ever since he lost to Khabib a couple years back,
he hasn't been the top guy. You know,
but he's always the top draw. Which I mean, money rules everything around me.
Yeah, he's
like
the top
he's
draw.
just but he's the biggest money maker in UFC just because, like Chris said, it's all this shit talking. Like he provides entertainment. Like we all want to be entertained when we see something. So we see someone talking shit, being the bad guy. Like, oh, either we want to see him succeed. Like hell yeah, we like you. Like talk your shit. Or we just want to see you get punched in the fucking face and just like shut up.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. Like he's the bad guy and he's good at it.
Yeah. Like same way Floyd was coming up in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Floyd would talk his talk. And most people were like, bro, I just want to see him lose just so he can't say I'm the greatest ever. So then like over time he keeps winning. And then like, oh well, maybe he'll lose the next fight. Or maybe he'll lose the next fight. And more and more people just get sucked into that hole. But like, I just want to see this man get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even knocked out. I just want to see him lose. I don't care if he gets knocked out at this point. I just want to see him lose. So that's what Conor is to UFC. He's just that person that can talk his talk. Whether win or lose, I mean, he's still drawing a ton of interest.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, the Floyd thing, because he definitely has that. I remember because I told Chris, like, when Floyd was fighting, what's his name? Oscar De La Hoya, he brought a chicken out and said it was Oscar De La Hoya. Like these little things, like kind of like 50 Cent, these troll type of thing makes something bigger than what it really is. Well, with Floyd, he was big. He was as big as what it was. But a guy like Conor McGregor, I'm not the best fighter right now, but I can draw attention because of my personality. You know, so not too shocked that he's the highest paid. Also on the list was the Ronaldos, the Messis, Ron, Steph Curry. the typical cats.
See, yeah, but it surprised me when when I went online to because I saw the little docu you sent us. Said McGregor the highest paid athlete. I'm like, no, he's not. Ronaldo and Messi are still alive and playing. But then I'm like, nah, he surpassed them. That's crazy.
I always tell people that soccer money is different.
It's different.
100%.
Different.
I think go ahead, Peter. No, you go ahead.
Although they get taxed a lot in Europe, that endorsement money, phew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and LeBron too, because he's endorsed, I'm sure, internationally.
Yeah. LeBron and Michael Jordan, they're just on another. Kobe Bryant as well. They're like globally, they're on a different level than anybody else. So Shamar, you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say I think the COVID. I feel like this being like a COVID year, it kind of threw everybody's money. I wouldn't say down, but it changes how they make their money because you can only do so much with travel restrictions and everything. But I think Conor. Well, I don't know how many times Conor fought in the UFC during the past year, but big shout out to the UFC for even they all went to Dubai, so they're in Dubai every week, put on fights. It really was the only sport that stayed consistent with the schedule they were on. And then, it's a big risk. That's a big risk reward type of thing. If you do it and it flops, you look like dickheads for putting athletes through all that.
Yeah.
Even though they definitely did want to do it. But I mean, they came out on top. UFC has grown a lot over the last year just because that was really the only sport you could watch and still be highly entertained by it.
Yeah, I remember they were heavy. Last year, they went on remote islands.
Yeah.
To do the fights, and I remember they were criticized for that.
Yep.
But Dana White had them on
Yeah, I mean, once you're on the island, you can't leave it. You're locked into the island for that whole week.
Yep.
Yeah. I know for the WWE, they just kept them in Florida.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been there the whole time. At first they were entertaining no crowd, and now they got the whole big jumbotron with virtual fans and stuff. So
yeah.
But shout out to Conor McGregor. Floyd is gonna take your spot by next year, just because he's Floyd. But let's go on to our next. Well, this is still trending. This is still trending topics, but we decided to make a new segment for trending topics we find the day of the podcast to speak on. We'll relatively go through these ones a little quicker. So we got these from Twitter. First one, Romeo calls out Bow Wow for a versus. Who you got, Romeo or Bow Wow?
Bow Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it gotta be Bow Weezy. I would say I can't even name you 5 Romeo songs, to be honest with you.
I'm Bow Weezy, came from an old town. Okay, yeah, Bow Wow. Bow Wow will smoke Romeo.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Same. Oh.
1 second. Give me 1 second. Hello? Call me right back. Call me back. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. Shooting a podcast. Everybody say hi to my mama.
Hi, mama.
Well, let me call you back. But sorry about that. Fellas, so we all agree Bow Wow here, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, Romeo, battle Aaron Carter. Do that.
Battle Aaron Carter.
Yeah, battle Aaron Carter. Because that's the only one I could think Romeo could actually defeat. Because Aaron Carter, I don't care, man. We were little kids then.
Don't sleep on Aaron Carter. He got hit. Sorry.
Oh God! No, don't Smart, please. I'm
Bro, he beat Shaq in a basketball game.
That song is horrible.
Don't sleep. That shit slaps, dog. I don't know what you're talking about.
The only song I really remember is the one that was on Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I Want Candy, something like that.
Bro, Aaron Carter got hits, dog. Don't sleep on him.
Listen, when we was, have you went back to listen to those songs, Shamar?
You're damn right.
They're horrible, guys.
Bro, you just don't have a good taste in music, Peter. That's all.
I don't have.
I said what I said.
Hey. Listen, Aaron Carter is trash.
And you're a liar.
My Beat Shaq is one of the worst songs heard in my life.
He beat Shaq. That's probably where you're mad, because you can't beat Shaq, but he did.
Fair.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, Romeo, you probably could beat Aaron Carter, but Bow Wow is too.
Nope.
Romeo can't beat Aaron Carter.
Nope. Aaron Carter's dropping 50.
Well, let's talk about it.
We're not doing. No. We're not doing this. No, hell no. Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter.
Let's move on to the next one.
All right.
Let's move on. Fat Joe went on Drink Champs and said, what's his name? DJ Khaled is the Quincy Jones of our era. Thoughts?
Quincy Jones of our era?
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I feel like they'd be closer to like a Quincy Jones of our era. That'd be closer to maybe like a Timbaland, Pharrell, maybe even a Kanye.
Anything. I would say
I don't see the parallel with Rick Ross.
I would say he more puffy than Quincy.
Okay, I can see that too.
I was about to say.
because I mean, like, not saying Khaled like putting out hits, but like he's not putting out hits like Quincy was putting out hits. Puffy, he was putting out hits, but they weren't like legendary hits like the way Quincy had hits.
Yeah.
And then like Puffy was also in the music videos as well, like Khaled.
Dancing in the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll start the Suge Knight.
That's a really good comparison, actually.
I would, you know what I would say?
I didn't even think of that.
He's not Suge. That's a different level. That's different. He's more like Puff, except he just is loud and can't rap.
Yeah.
He just puts the collabs together, because the thing with Puff, I don't really know what DJ Khaled does in the studio. Puff kind of like he knows what talent is. He knows what type of things to put together. I really don't know what Khaled does personally.
Yeah, honestly and truthfully, like if it wasn't a DJ Khaled song, like if his name wasn't on it, I wouldn't know.
Mm-mm.
But if it's like by Bad Boy, you can have some.
Puffy got.
You could probably pick it out.
Yeah,
Puffy got his hand on it.
Because Puffy really back then, this before like after Biggie passed, or even around when Biggie was alive, he knew what type of sound. He knew what a Bad Boy record sounded like. It's up, you dance and all of that. Khaled is just like, he gets the hottest producer, gets the hottest rappers, and then screams on the track, "We're the best!" That's all he does. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like Khaled does. But no, I'm not giving Quincy Jones. The Quincy Jones of hip hop is like Dr. Dre.
I could see that.
Of like today's generation.
Today's generation don't have no Quincy Jones, honestly. But there's no Quincy Jones. There's no Quincy Jones of this era. No.
See, and that's why I said he parallels to, but it's not equivalent to the Kanye's, Timbaland's, and Pharrell's. As opposed to like because you are right. There's no Dre of this era, and there's definitely no Quincy Jones of this era.
No.
Quincy Jones over there working with the Jacksons, man.
Quincy Jones he worked with Sinatra. He gave us Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
That he gave us Thriller, Off the Wall, and Bad. That alone work with Ray Charles. Like it's just different it's levels, man. Like, nah. And he's actually a composer of music. He's not like a beat maker. He's a composer. Like he knows how to play instruments. He knows. Nah, there's no comparison there. No. So
that's also a difference in generation too, though.
Yeah.
Not to say like today's generation shouldn't know any of that to like be successful. It just isn't necessary anymore.
Yeah. I will say this, and this might sound a little if we're looking at production, style, the style of music, Anderson .Paak, Bruno Mars, they remind me of Quincy Jones more than DJ Khaled ever does. Because it sounds like their music is actually done professionally and produced like with live instrumentation and like stuff like that. Stuff that's like...
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Stuff that's like... Yeah. You know, like they're working with dudes like Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
But you know, I just said Bootsy Collins. A lot of these kids don't know who that is. But yeah, so I mean, nah, Fat Joe, I'm not agreeing with that. But on to the next Twitter. I don't even like talking about, you know, homie, but Kobe. I'm not saying that in a negative, like that's just anytime
it brings up the memories. I feel you.
It brings up the good and the bad, but Kobe Bryant is going to be inducted into Hall of Fame. What they are, well, I don't know what your thoughts are going to be, but just to speak, you know, what do you guys think?
Well, for stars, I mean, it was only like the inevitable kind of, you know, like Kobe's already like, even while he was, you know, playing as a youngster, he was made comparisons of Michael Jordan. And some would even say, well, some were saying like he was the second best after Michael Jordan. You know, so if a guy being compared to literally the best player to ever play the game, especially during his era, wasn't inducted into the Hall of Fame sooner rather than later, it'd be a problem.
Yeah. This is well deserved, obviously.
Yeah.
For me, I think with Kobe is like more or less after, I won't say after he retired, but just more or less late in his career and after retired. Early in his career, he didn't really know what he was about because he was so quiet compared to a guy like Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq and AI and who else was Vince Carter. These were the louder personalities. He was more quiet. And he had kind of like a sinister vibe. Like he didn't care about your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So people didn't really... It was popular. People loved him, but he wasn't like the most liked in the league. But I think over time, when he kind of explained why he was like that, and he just wanted to be the best. You know, so a guy that is so focused on his craft and wants to perfect his craft and did what he's done, like win 5 championships, you know, the Olympics, you know, as many scoring titles, scoring 81 points in the game. Like all these things, like, and just from a technical standpoint, what he did with because you said the second to Jordan, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Jordan guy. I'll say this. Everything that Jordan did, he expanded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He expanded everything from the footwork to the range. So,
and I feel like that's just, I mean, well, everybody, at least people who watch basketball and listen to like stuff about Kobe know like his footwork was like legendary. And so but at the same time, I feel like, you know, like people, or I guess, you know, just casual fans don't really understand. Like they'll be like, why is he dancing over there in the post when he should, you know, just pass it out or something? Then they see him do something fantastic and be like, how do you even make that? They're not playing good defense. No, he just worked him while being in the same spot, basically.
Yeah, and I think what you said, Chris, I think it's, and this is not a shot at homie, but I think it's we're in the LeBron era.
Yeah.
You've seen LeBron dominate and do it on a different level, where if you don't do it how LeBron is doing it and you're taking shots Because this era think if you take shots and you miss, you're not good. For some reason, if you take a lot of shots and you miss, you're not good. When the intention of basketball is to take shots.
The intention of basketball is to win.
Yes, to win. So, like, whatever you got to do to win, you do. So, I think Kobe, like I said, expanded on what Jordan did, and showed you that, like, if you put your all into something, you can achieve anything. And that doesn't even apply to basketball. That just applies to life. So he's definitely a huge influence on me. And whatever I do, I mean, Michael Jordan's gonna be doing. I'm probably not gonna watch it because I don't like watching stuff like that. I'd rather watch it later because it's stuff. What happened, whatever. This is like, it's still like an open wound for a lot of people. So I was gonna be chill on that. But yeah, I think Kobe's a legend and respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's for our trending Twitter topics. We'll do this every week now. I think if we get the flow of it.
Let us know if you guys like it too, by the way.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you like it. Now to the this or that. Man. These ones were interesting. Let me see if I have the results. Give me a second here. Before I start this, let me see if I can get the results here. Because y'all, some people have some explaining to do. And they know themselves. They know themselves. They definitely know themselves. Let me go to archive. Archive. Okay. I got the results for these. So we did Bad Boys for Life. The first one was Bad Boys for Life or Rush Hour 3. What do you guys pick? Better movie.
Rush Hour 3.
Jamar?
I chose Bad Boys for Life.
This one was I'll say that, let me just start with this. Rush Hour, the first two Rush Hour movies are better than the first two Bad Boys movies. But Bad Boys for Life is better than Rush Hour 3. I haven't. Okay, and here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. I felt like Bad Boys for Life, they gave us a new storyline and something different. Rush Hour 3, they just took from the first movie.
Yeah. And I was good with it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It was good, but it's like, give us, because they kidnapped the girl that was kidnapped in the first movie, and you know what I'm saying. They did bring that new guy that was called I think Jackie Chan's brother, right? Or like step brother or something. Yeah. They brought that. That was unique, but it's almost the same thing from the first movie. So I was like, it's good, but Bad Boys for Life was fresh. And like the scene where Will Smith got shot. If you watch that in theaters,
I've seen it in theaters. I think I watched that with Jermaine.
I watched that the day before Kobe died. Yes. So when I saw that, I don't know what it was, and then the next day Kobe passed. I was like, but that scene gave me chills, and then honestly, the story was great. So I gotta go Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, I mean, for me to defend myself against you two uncultured, I won't say uncultured swine because I'm not mean, but
this is Bad Boys. We're cultured, bro.
Nah, bro. For me, one of my favorite duos in a movie ever is Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Ever. And just seeing them come back in the third one, Jackie, same formula, basically everything the same still. And it's is that for me that's perfect. It's action, it's comedy, that's good. But for Bad Boys, and well, let me go back to Rush Hour 3 real quick. And you were right. There was a little linearness because they went back to the first movie and they got the little girl back. But for Bad Boys, isn't all the movies just kind of like I'm like yeah, it's always like the same characters, but like it's no real linearness in them anyway though. They just kind of like they're all like their own thing.
Yeah, because the first one and the second one, different cases.
Yeah.
Third one.
I don't even think the first and second are in the same city, are they?
Yeah, all of the
no, they're different.
The second was in like Miami, right?
The first two are in Miami.
Oh, first two both of them are in Miami?
No, the third one's in Miami too. Well, most of it takes place in Miami. Yeah, then the end scene, they go to Mexico.
Yeah, actually, the third one, they shot some of it in Atlanta, but they said it's Miami.
Miami.
But they did go to Miami to do some parts of it, especially the parts where on the beach. So, yeah, crazy. I mean, yeah, you can say they're all different. I think.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not looking for a linear storyline in any of these, to be honest.
Yeah. I just want to laugh and see some shooting.
I want to see Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker yell at each other.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had to pick a duo, damn, I don't know. I can't pick. I don't know. That's a tie for me because they're both funny. Will and Martin.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like the Will and Martin combination. I love that combination. But for me, the Jackie Chan with the Chris Tucker, like you're not going to see this combination outside of a movie.
Yeah, I think for Jackie and Chris, it's one of those things where two different cultures and they're clashing.
Yeah.
One stereotypical black dude and one kind of stereotypical Chinese dude. And they're, Bad Boys is like me and Germ in a car or me and Javon in the car, something like that. Or me and my brother. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just back and forth, argue, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like two, like we all have that one friend we just, have that thing with. So I mean, but yeah, I think both. If you pick Rush Hour, I love Rush Hour 3, so but I was more excited for Bad Boys for Life just because it took so long.
See, and maybe that's what it was for me. It was so long that I went back and watched the other two movies and I still like those movies. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I didn't really need it. I didn't feel like it. Not to say that I felt like I needed Rush Hour 3 either, but it came a lot sooner. So I was more excited back then.
Yeah. I'm the opposite of you. I needed the Bad Boys 3. I needed this because like they pump faked on us so many times with it. I needed it.
Yeah, they were saying for a long time they were going to do it.
Yeah, but I can see where you're coming from with Rush Hour 3. I actually was watching Rush Hour 2 last night. Funny.
See, you're already on my side. You don't even know it.
I mean, if you tell me the first two movies, I'm no brainer. That's Rush Hour.
I mean, you might as well watch number 3 after you watch 2.
Yeah, but Bad Boys for Life, man. My dude, is it Mike Lowry with the purple suit?
Mike Lowry.
Mike. Yeah, he that dude, man.
Mike Lowry.
Shout out Germ. But yeah, the next one. Well, let me just give you the results. Rush Hour, they're on this side, Chris. Rush Hour 3 got 71% of that.
Sheesh.
Yeah, they love their Rush Hour, so no problem there. So next one, better TV dad, Uncle Phil or Cliff Huxtable?
I mean, Uncle Phil for sure.
Yeah, just mostly because at least to me growing up, when I watched the Huxtables, I'd be like, yo, why like they get in trouble, but they don't really get in trouble like that. Like,
yeah.
I was just like, this doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Will does something or Carlton or whoever on the show is doing something. Uncle Phil feels like an actual dad. Like regardless of like class, he feels like an actual dad upset. Cliff Huxtable never actually feels like he's actually mad and upset at his kids. I can feel Uncle Phil's rage.
There's so many episodes where he yelled at both of them. Uncle Phil. I would say this: Cliff Huxtable. I think what Bill Cosby was trying to would do with that role was to change the narrative on Black fathers.
Yeah, he was,
because Black fathers are assumed to be like more kind of like the Uncle Phil, or what was the show? The Good Times in
with
Jefferson's.
What's his name? I forget, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the Jeffersons, and that those fathers are more like different, more stereotypical. Like they're always upset. He wanted to be a little bit more lenient and talk to the kids.
Sherman Hemsley, that's who I was.
Sherman Hemsley, yeah. But I felt Uncle Phil, even though he was like that, he was more real.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like he was like, yeah, you're right. Like the Cosby Show was to portray the Black dad in a different manner, and it was working because it was like the most popular show in America at the time too. But just like pure realism, because he's and we could say like Uncle Phil's more like a stereotypical dad, but at the same time, probably not really, because like he was doing that. How do I say this? He was doing like he was yelling at them, but was also like a rather stereotypical TV dad at the time, because he was yelling at them, but at the same time he was actually teaching them a lesson, as opposed to like if you're going to like a Cosby Show or not Family Matters. What's it called? I don't know. And basically any show back then, like you're either getting like he's a stereotypical dad, or he's a dad that's like Bill Cosby kind of type thing.
Yeah, I lean to. I get what you're saying, but I lean towards Uncle. Yeah, I lean to Uncle Phil because although he did yell at them, he yelled at them for real stuff you should yell at your kids for.
Yeah, like he felt like an actual father.
Yeah, but he sat down and talked to Carlton. He sat down and talked to Will. He talked to them like they were humans. Like the episode, what was the episode where like homie's dad left?
Yeah. The famous one, yeah.
The famous scene. Some Black fathers or even uncles or whatever, if they're in that position, they're not doing that.
Yeah, he wanted you to feel every piece of that sadness.
But he sat there and he comforted him. He didn't yell at him. He didn't tell stop crying. Some fathers, if you crying like that, or like uncles, will tell you, oh, stop crying. He let him that was different. So definitely Uncle Phil for me. And I know Shamar, you said Uncle Phil, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
yeah,
we all agree on this one. I don't know if we're gonna agree on this. And to the J. Cole fans, please don't pull your panties up. We don't agree with you because I know it's J. Cole week. We said we gave your man's credit. We said classic. Like, you know what I'm saying? We said it. So in a head for hit, J. Cole or Kanye to the West. You're picking.
Who do I like more?
In a versus battle, who wins?
Oh, in a versus battle.
Bro, it gotta be Kanye. There's Kanye, no discussion. Like,
yeah, I think because they can use all the work they've worked on, right?
Yeah,
that's Kanye. Again, it's no disrespect. It's just like that. Kanye has too much.
I want all disrespect.
Say it again. You said Kanye.
How dare you compare J. Cole to Kanye in this way? How dare you? How dare you? Honestly, what has Jermaine Cole ever done? Kanye West? Come on, guys.
I'm going to send this to the people that need to hear that. Because I'm
talking to you, Javon.
Okay.
Hey, but what about after you hear that album, you over there acting like RDC World? Jermaine Cole. He did that. What he do
It's
this?
a classic. Yeah, but I'm with y'all. Kanye, he don't have like, I love Cole, but he don't got a hit like Stronger or Good Life, Through the Wire.
Bro, everything up until fucking which one came after? My Dark Twisted Fantasies or
Bro.
808s? I think really you can songs on Yeezus as well were hits. He has all that. Like J. Cole has some. Yeah, I think Yeezus was like kind of that's on the downfall. Even some of those songs were still like, all right, we still see Ye in there, but then after that, he's on his own world. But everything before that, 808 Heartbreaks, Graduation, Leave for Registration, College Dropout, come on, dog.
Yeah, like
Come on.
Those
it's
first
just
three
volume too.
those first 3 Kanye albums, plus the 808s, plus My Beautiful Dark Twisted. He could pick just those 5 alone.
And he wins 15. If it's a 20 songs, he at least wins 15.
15. Ooh. Javon, did you hear that? 15-5.
15. Bro, Javon, you don't want this word from me. You can't. You can't.
Javon, Rel, Bobby, you heard it
15.
here.
15.
But
minimum.
Put no number on it.
But then also, you said just his songs. What about the songs he produced?
Yeah, and that's what got me. Like,
20 for
we're talking
20.
about all the songs he produced and been on. It had an effect on some type of way. It's simply too much.
He produced classic Jay-Z, classic what?
Well, I don't think you compare it then. You can't take the songs he produced just because has Cole produced any songs like that? Was just a genuine question. Like
Cole has done stuff for he did something for YB and Cordae that was pretty tough.
He produces for some of Dreamville, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does some stuff for Dreamville, but
at the same time, it's still it's still not Kanye. You're right, Shamar. In that aspect, it's incomparable.
That's not a fair comparison.
He ain't got hits with Brandy. He ain't got hits with Janet Jackson.
He don't.
Ludacris.
Don't.
Trina. Like he got.
So also to be fair, Kanye's been on the scene for like a decent amount more time than
this is true.
J. Cole.
No, for sure.
At least a decade.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say this: if you're saying lyricist or rapper, that we could change. Then we could change it up.
15 out of 20. Kanye.
Okay.
Knockout below.
Okay. J. fans are gonna be pissed, but I have to.
Shit, I don't care.
I don't know. You know what, man? I think it could be 15 because of like.
Think about it.
I didn't because man, he's produced some hitters. He did.
Now
all y'all J. Cole fans, RDC World, whoever is watching this, comfort them. I ain't said that. I ain't said that.
Angel in the podcast and know where to reach me at.
You got real. The only dude. Well, we'll talk about this. Well, actually, we're gonna talk about this dude next. But the only dude that I can see like going at Kanye and possibly beating him is Drake. That's it.
Yeah, well,
or maybe Jay-Z, but even Jay-Z.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
Jay-Z definitely. Then
I think Jay can hold his own with
Jay-Z, but like I think pure rap. I think if it's a casual, he would still pick Kanye or Drake over Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But a rap fan, that is hard. But on to the next one. This one, let me get to the result of the Kanye. Let me just add fuel to because I know these Cole fans. I want to make them. We don't really want to make them sick, but this will make them sick. So 71% pick Kanye over J. Cole. Sorry.
Not sorry. Not sorry at all. How dare y'all? How dare 29% people choose Jermaine Cole over Kanye West? How dare y'all?
Hey, I'm gonna watch this, and I hope everybody that's a J. Cole stan in this group chat watches this. He said this. I know you're upset.
That's why the group is on Do Not Disturb anyways.
You were upset with Sean. You were upset with Dylan.
No, because your brothers just troll way more than I do. Your brothers go out their way to troll. I'm just saying what I feel right now.
They were upset with me for calling Born Sinner an 8 out of 10, a great album. They were upset with David for saying Born Sin. No, not Born Sin. He said, what did he say actually? He said KOD is not that good.
Look, hey.
Listen, man, y'all Cole fans, it's him this time.
It's me. Snitches.
But let's go on to the next one. Now, this one shouldn't really be one, but I wanted to see how I'm gonna reach out to the people that voted for this one. This one should have been, Michael Jackson or Drake.
Michael Jackson.
You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson quite easily in a smoke. If it's 20 songs, he out of here. Drizzy Drake is out of here.
Yeah, man. They talking shit about you on the podcast, dog. Yeah, I.
You call Drake? What?
Yeah, you know, I had to hit my boy up. He said, "How dare y'all speak this type of way about him? How dare y'all ever speak such blasphemy about Aubrey, Drizzy, Drake, Graham,
okay,
Young Money,
fine.
OVO,
Young Money. That's such a 2010 thing to say. It sounds so dated. Well, YMCMB. That sounds
YOLO."
Oh my God. Whenever I hear YOLO, I just think of what I was wearing at the time. And
it was a rough era.
You're not gonna pick pictures from me in 2012, 2011. We never doing that.
Mm-mm.
But seriously, you think Drake can beat Michael Jackson in the versus battle?
No, I was just doing it just for the Drake support.
Okay. Because this is a wash. A nice little rinsing. A wash. A 20-0. You know what? Let me be nice.
20?
What song is Drake gonna
20-0?
Yes, what song is Drake gonna... Okay.
At least get Drake 2 wins. Drake can get 2 wins.
I'll be nice. I may just give him 2 just because Michael Jackson will take his foot off the gas. Just to be nice. But if Michael Jackson played 20 of his hits against Drake...
Man, I gotta see. Let me see what I'm gonna just go to Google real quick. Everybody, we're going on the journey. Top 20. Top 20.
You're really good.
Michael Jackson songs. Perfect. Billie Jean, Beat It. Smooth Criminal, Rock With You. The Way You Make Me Feel. Earth Song, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Wanna Be Starting Something. Man in the Mirror, Die, Dirty Diana. You Rock My World. Remember the Times, Fuck. Heal the World, Leave Me Alone. Blood on the Dance Floor. The Girl Is Mine. Damn. PYT. Hold on, wait. Let me all right. At number 20, Leave Me Alone. 19, They Don't Care About Us. 18, PYT. Off the Wall, Can You Feel It? All right, Drake gets 1.
He said Drake gets 1. That's you know what, man? We'll you know what? To be nice, we'll give Drake 1.
Yeah, the only one I could feasibly see Drake maybe win. I think you said it was number 10, Shamar. I think it was Earth Song.
Yeah,
I have 1.
He could replace that with. Did you say Remember the Time?
Yeah,
he said that.
I think he did. Didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, the first Google was just like, it just gave me songs. So I clicked the link and it just said like number 20 was at the 20th song. So I guess the least popular. This shit moved. It done broke on me. Hold on, wait. Okay, we fixed it. We're good. 20th. Yo, guys, the internet sucks sometimes. It was Leave Me Alone.
He could get the Leave Me Alone.
They Don't Care About Us.
I don't know. I don't know if he could get
that was a maybe.
You can replace some of those songs. You want to be starting something.
Yeah.
You know, that's on this list too.
That's on this list.
Let me give
Not to mention, it didn't list. I don't think it listed any of his Jackson 5 stuff.
This one does. So PYT, Off the Wall, Can You Feel It, Rock With You, Black or White, Dirty Diana, Blame It on the Boogie, Wanna Be Starting Something, Bad, I Want You Back, Man in the Mirror, The Way You Make Me Feel, ABC, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Smooth Criminal, Thriller, Beat It, and at number 1, Billie Jean. I think he can snag one of them. He's got to know what order Michael would play his list in.
Listen,
he got to go for
I
that
heard
weakest
that
song.
list. There are a couple songs that I could take from Off the Wall and Thriller to replace. Like I just thought of that. Like this could easily be a 20 and 0, but I'll be nice to Mr. Graham. I'll give him 1 or 2.
That's all I ask. It's not a complete wash.
Plus, Michael, if Michael was doing this, he probably played one that was like some new single that he was about to release. So he'd be like, oh, "Look, you got that one."
Yeah, this is not
Drake probably playing his best one.
This isn't really a discussion. So yeah, that's it. Let me see the results. Let me see the results because I don't. This is anonymous, but there are people that actually did vote for Drake apart from Shamar.
Let's go.
And I am almost flabbergasted that you would get. Oh God. So what was the result for this? 82% pick Mike, 18% pick Drake.
Shout out to the rest of my 18%. We're here.
Yeah, 18% that picked Drake. Go listen to Michael Jackson's Greatest Hits album and then come back to me.
Peter, we're not in the year 2005. We don't buy CDs anymore.
Did I say CD?
Album, CD, same shit.
Go stream it. If I say
bro, y'all don't gotta do that. Just go listen to Nothing Was the Same. Go listen to Nothing Was the Same. Just as good, if not better.
There's a song on there's a song on that album called Come Through. Listen to half of that song. The second half of it is the most.
Is the most what? I don't. What's the point?
Most
if you're not watching on YouTube.
Soft.
Hey.
Pure things I've heard from
Come through. Even though we got things.
That part is cool. The second half of that.
Right. You know. I think it was
horrible. But yeah, I think that's that for the show. Anything else the fellas want to say? Yes.
Shout out Tevin Campbell because he was also trending, but just I guess because people like the music he made for his on the movies he was featured in. So shout out Tevin Campbell.
Shout out Tevin Campbell.
Yeah. Shout out to Tevin Campbell, legend, bro. Doesn't get his well, he does he is now, so.
He is now, yeah.
Yet again, shout out to J. Cole again for giving us an album.
Definitely recommend it.
Definitely recommend that. Go stream that, even though, you know, we love J. Cole over here. I know Shamar said what he had to say, but we love J. Cole over here.
He cool. We ain't banning on
him. Kendrick, I'm begging you. Please put this album out.
He's due.
Please do. Put this album out and let's have this debate going. Pusha T, YB and Cordae. We need something, man. I need more. Drake, your rap songs, we need them. The stuff you make about your feelings, keep that for people like Shamar and Javon. You know, keep it for them.
Give me something to listen to at night.
Yeah. Keep the sensitive stuff for them, but make the rap records for me. But yeah, I think that's all I got for me. I'm also gonna be doing something with Suave Milan. Are you on there too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How dare you disrespect Master?
So you coming at 6? You coming at 6 too?
Yeah.
Okay. So me and Chris will be on the colorism panel talking about a couple of different things. Well, something we've talked about several times, colorism, and a couple.
Yeah, we are familiar.
I don't know when that'll drop or when that's going to be out or whatever, but it's going to be in the Zoom, and we will have that out to y'all on some platform. But I think that's it for the show. We will be on YouTube 3:15 on Monday. Please subscribe, like, comment. You can catch us on all other podcast services, Apple, everywhere. Even on Pandora now. Our social media page is Out of the Berg on IG, Out of the Berg Pod on Twitter, at Kofi Pita for me on IG. You know, the Peter is PITA. At Kofi Peter _ on Twitter. I'm going to change that soon though. But Shamar, you can go.
If you have any complaints of what I've had to say today, you can send all complaints to my manager at _ILLT _ if you have any complaints about what I say today. And if you do, I don't care. If you don't, dope.
Okay. Hey, shout out Jerm. Chris.
You can catch me at Chris Kelly 578 on IG, and you can catch me on Twitter at Big Chris _57 on Twitter.
Yeah. Like I always say, for my people out there, stay black, stay woke. Love y'all. Rest in peace, X.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Out of the Berg podcast. We're available on all podcasting platforms, and we ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. And as always, we like you, we love you, but we gotta go. Bye.